Have you ever reflected on what it truly means to live with your children in old age? It might seem like a natural choice, perhaps even reassuring. But have you ever considered the long-term consequences? Often, people believe that being close to their children means having secure support and a familiar environment. But what happens when daily dynamics begin to change? What if you thought you'd find peace, but end up losing pieces of your identity and independence? Living with your children in old age may seem like the perfect solution, but today we want to show you why it could turn into one of the biggest mistakes of your life. In this video, we will explore together 5 key reasons that might make you reconsider this decision. It's not an easy choice, and it deserves careful evaluation. Are you sure that cohabitation will truly bring the emotional connection you envision? What happens when expectations begin to overlap with daily realities, and small acts of help turn into silent obligations? If you've ever considered living with your children, we invite you to watch this video until the end, as it will give you a new perspective and help you make a more informed decision for your well-being and that of your family. It's important to watch this video all the way through because you'll discover exactly how to maintain your independence and peace, even in old age. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe to the Pearls of Wisdom channel so you don't miss upcoming videos on personal and spiritual growth. Now let's get started. 1. Loss of independence. When you choose to live with your children, your independence might take a hard hit. The freedom you've enjoyed, the ability to make daily choices without consulting anyone, risks being compromised. You might find yourself having to adapt your habits and lifestyle to those of the family you're living with. Your routine, which once belonged entirely to you, could be disrupted, leaving you feeling trapped in a reality you didn't choose and that doesn't reflect your desires. Your ability to manage your time and decide how to spend your days may drastically shrink, leading to a feeling of dependence that could erode your sense of autonomy and suffocate you mentally. 2. Family tensions. Living under the same roof with your children may seem like a wonderful way to strengthen your bond, but daily cohabitation often brings out small frictions that, over time, can turn into full-blown tensions. Even minor differences in habits or ways of seeing life can build up, creating a constant atmosphere of stress. What starts as a slight disagreement can quickly become a source of conflict, making cohabitation difficult and exhausting. Familiarity can breed unspoken expectations and misunderstandings that, if not managed, risk compromising the harmony you hope to find. 3. Involuntary caregiver role. One of the most common situations for those who live with their children is finding themselves, without wanting to, in the role of a caregiver. This means you might be asked to take on household chores or look after grandchildren, not because you want to, but because it's assumed you're fully available. This load of responsibility can quickly become exhausting, especially if you hadn't planned on taking on such commitments. Not only might you feel overwhelmed by the physical work, but also emotionally drained, as your time and energy are constantly demanded to meet the needs of the family, leaving little space for yourself. 4. Loss of identity. When you move into your children's home, your identity risks being reduced to the role of parent and grandparent. Who you are outside of these relationships, your passions, hobbies, the time you dedicate to yourself and your social connections may fall by the wayside. You might find that, day after day, you're giving up those parts of yourself that have always defined you as an individual. This gradual loss of identity can lead to a sense of emptiness and lack of purpose, making you feel like you're fading away behind a role that no longer reflects who you truly are. 5. Emotional dependence. Living with your children can lead you to develop emotional dependence, where your well-being becomes tightly linked to their approval and presence. This type of dependence can make you vulnerable, as your mood may fluctuate based on family dynamics. If things change, or if your children become less available, you might find yourself dealing with feelings of loneliness and dissatisfaction. Your happiness may become subordinate to how close you are to them and how they respond to you, robbing you of the ability to find fulfillment within yourself and in your personal choices. Taking control of your future and preparing in advance is essential to maintain your independence and ensure a high quality of life in old age. How can you do this? With small yet significant adjustments, you can ensure that your life as you age is characterized by freedom, dignity, and happiness without the need to rely exclusively on your children. Before making such an important decision, it's crucial to carefully reflect on the options that allow you to maintain your independence and quality of life in old age. Living with your children may seem like the easiest choice, but it's important to consider all long-term implications and evaluate alternatives that allow you to preserve your autonomy. Here are 3 practical tips on how to avoid having to live with your children in old age. 1. Plan ahead. Early planning is the key to ensuring a future where your needs are at the center of the decision-making process. Don't wait for old age or an unexpected event to catch you off guard. Start considering the available options while you're still able to make thoughtful and informed decisions. One solution might be moving into a retirement community where you can enjoy services that support you without sacrificing your independence. These communities offer a variety of social activities and healthcare that can make your life safer and more enjoyable while still allowing you to maintain control over your daily decisions. If you prefer to stay close to your children without living with them, an independent home nearby could also be an ideal alternative. This solution allows you to have your privacy and freedom while being close in case of need. 2. Maintain control of your finances. Financial security is one of the key elements in ensuring your independence in old age. Make sure you have a solid financial plan that allows you to cover expenses without depending on your children. This might include investments, pensions, savings, and even long-term care insurance. Having sufficient resources will give you the freedom to choose a living situation that suits your needs, whether it's staying in your current home with any necessary modifications or moving to a new residence better suited to your condition. Additionally, keeping control of your finances will allow you to make decisions independently without feeling obligated to live with your children for economic reasons. 3. Cultivate your social relationships. One of the most important aspects for well-being in old age is maintaining an active and varied social network. Often, as we age, relationships dwindle, and we tend to rely solely on our children for emotional and social support. However, nurturing friendships, joining interest groups, engaging in volunteer work, or enrolling in courses of interest can enrich your life and give you the opportunity to interact with different people, reducing the need to rely solely on your family. These relationships will offer you social support and companionship, helping to keep your morale high and your emotional independence intact. Even though family remains an important part of your life, having a social network outside of it will allow you to live more balanced and fulfilling. We sincerely thank you for watching this video. If you found this content helpful, we kindly ask you to give us your valuable like, and subscribe to the Pearls of Wisdom channel for more similar content. Your support is essential to us. Also, share this video with anyone you think could benefit from it, and access the Meditation Academy linked in the description. See you in the next video.